interviewee. Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Live from the Sword Coast podcast. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly dungeon master this evening. Tonight, we are having a special long weekend session with our ongoing Shadow of the Demon Lord campaign, playing through the Scales of War adventure path that had been published for 4th edition Dungeons & Dragons quite a few years ago, about 2008-ish. With me are, well, we just lost James briefly, so is James on Roll20 right now, or is he gone on that as well? No, Amber's on that. Oh, maybe he isn't.
No, well, no, he's
on.
I mean,
he's on.
His
Roll20.
avatar's there, but
that's weird. So, with me tonight, we're going to have one other player join us, but with me are 3 of the regular players in our Friday games. Jeff, you were first on of the ones who are on right now. And say who you are and who you're playing.
Hi, I'm Jeff, and I play Oberon Bloodhoof, who is a psychic healing minotaur.
Nice. And Dave?
my name is Dave. I will be playing Rakkus Bloodhoof, the second half of the deadly and dynamic duo of the Bloodhoof brothers, and the company barbarian.
Yes. So joining us, and once he gets his connection sorted out as well, too, is James, who is playing Ember, a tiefling wizard. And then joining us later will be Steve, who plays a elven thief in our group. So maybe what I'll do, guys, is while we're waiting for James to get back on, is I'll switch over the screens to Roll20. My camera is stolen here, so let's see here. That. Okay. Present to everyone. There we go. We'll head over here. I'll turn off my camera.
This works.
There we go. Okay, so my camera is working on Roll20.
I refreshed mine. See myself, but I don't see you.
That's weird. You know what? It's got to be that same problem we had earlier this week, where this new interface is letting me display. What browser are you using? Are you using Firefox or Chrome?
Yeah, I'm using Firefox for Roll20.
Yeah, me too. So I don't know why that is. That's weird. Let's see here. So I've got no audio receive. Yeah, I've got that down. If I switch to the, oops, wrong thing. Switch to the legacy view. Let me see what happens here. It is reloading here. Okay, I'm seeing me, but my camera is all fucked up.
Oh yeah, your camera was all screwed up last time when it worked too.
Yeah, when it was in the in this version. So I'm actually just going to go to the current version. There we go. I'll reconnect. Yeah, it's weird because your camera's working, but mine's all fucked up. So, but and my Roll20's was chugging along much slower. Let's see here. So we're still waiting on James. So let's what we can do is we'll set the stage here. Do either of you guys remember what happened last session?
Well, we went through a lot of the dungeon, well, or what felt like a lot of the dungeon, and had quite a few fights, and we rescued this little lady. What's her name? Myrtala.
Yep.
And we were just talking about, I believe we ended with plans to rest.
I think there was discussion of that, of what the consequences would be, and then what's happened.
Right, but then you changed the potion so that we would be, we could get our mana back.
Yeah, so you've got some mana back again.
So, yeah, that's right.
Okay. Oh, we got James back.
Yep.
Okay, so we did the introductions for you, James.
Awesome.
Now I don't know why your cameras are not displaying on Roll20 right now, but I'm. This is actually, the program itself is running smoother for me with this interface than it was with the older one. So I'm just going to stick with this for now. Let me hit reconnect again and see if I can fix your cameras here. Nope, just me. Okay, guys. James, we were just doing a recap of what happened last session. So what happens is you guys are in this room where you had seen that bizarre tear or rent in space, and through to that shadowed, blackened area with that big volcano-looking mountain in the background. They feel that familiar sort of butterflies feeling in your stomach again. It's been every time you get back to this room, or you or spend time in this room, you feel it getting worse, and then you notice that both Xavier and Nute have faded from view. Adric turns and says, What happened? Where did they go?"
Well, old man, it seems that our party is cursed.
"You're cursed? Cursed by what?"
We don't know. If we knew, we would chase down the consequence and try to stop it.
I mean, could you not tell just by spending time with us?
"Hey, cowman, we got attacked and kidnapped by hobgoblins. By comparison to that, your luck is seeming as if fortune smiles on you."
Well, we've been attacked by hobgoblins since we set out on this adventure. So we're not quite sure if we're following them or if they're following us.
"Well, there's now just the three of you. Mirtala's not in no shape to fight. And while I'll do what I can," he sort of like gestures with his longsword, says, "I've got little in the way of protection. Now, what are we going to do about these?" And he sort of gestures because this room is full of corpses.
Well, I think there was some discussion of burning them, but I have no interest in that.
Burning them? You think they're made of kindling?
Well, throw them down in the pit and torch the whole thing.
I will not have that happen to Ember. I know you're plotting my demise.
What? She just tripped into the pit. We tried to save her.
Well, what do we do now? There's still many of us left. More of us were taken. Actually, give me a moment. Where is it? So I'm just going to pull up the names of the remaining people who need rescuing. Where is it? Boom. Let me try searching here. Let's see. That's way wrong. I just found that I just did a search for hostages, and I found an email from our Tyranny of Dragons campaign from like 3 years ago. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Here we go. Okay, sorry. So still left, there was, you found Adric's wife's body and gave it a burial. You've rescued Mirtala, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more people who are still missing, and still the 5 treasures from the Brindol Town Hall that remain missing as well. None of which you've found yet. So,
well, we're down here to find the people, so let's find the people.
Okay. Oberon, would you kindly give me a perception challenge again with 1 boon?
Yep, absolutely. This is like psychic?
Yeah, this is your empathic feelings. It was something I thought of actually this week that I forgot to bring up before. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, so so what you said is, as you guys may remember, you set up those like planks to get across the pits in that corridor back over here. There were those pits that were there that led down to where those angry drakes were barking up at you guys.
Yep.
So from somewhere down there, Oberon, you are picking up feelings of overwhelming fear.
Well, I think we should head this way, and you'll indicate to everyone.
I emailed you guys. Did I? Let me see here. Did I? I don't know if I loaded it up. Where is it here? Handouts. No, I forgot to load it. 1 sec here. I'm gonna. This might fuck things up. I gotta get onto Roll20 on 2 computers at once. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm in. I had emailed you guys the map of Rivenroar, but what I'll do is I'll load it into Roll20 here. Okay, let me get out of here. Is that in there now? Oh, sweet. Nice. Okay. Get out of there. All right, guys, let me just edit this so that everyone can see it. There we are, guys. Boom. So that is the map of what you've seen thus far.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Okay. So if you click on it, you can make it nice and big as well, too. You guys are currently in, I guess, a campaign. You're in that the portal room there.
Right to the left of 2.
That's correct. Yep. So where you guys found Mirtala is obviously up in the top right there, where those 4 Displacer Beast statues are. You fought all the way up and down this corridor with the goblins and hobgoblins. There was that lair of hobgoblins at the far north there, where the Rivenroar catacombs are. And then on the other side is where you encountered that hobgoblin, or not hobgoblin, the goblin, like necro shaman, and where you had rescued Adric as well. So,
So where have we not been on the map?
Well, you tell me. You take a look at the map.
Oh, like north there of the
Number 1, there's a door in the middle that we missed.
Oh yeah, I see that. And also the very north part of the room with the sarcophagus in it.
Yeah.
That was a wall as well. That's just me making a mess of it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. That's a wall as well. There's only the that's not an actual. There's not like something hidden there that you didn't see.
Oh, okay. Oh, so there's
What's
a door on the left side here of the room we're in, and then one back there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So which one do you want to? Sorry, Kev. Which way was where the?
So
I had a
you see the hallway with the 2 pits in it, the one leading up to the northern catacombs there.
Yeah.
It's when you were crossing the northmost pit. It was somewhere down and then off towards the east is where you felt that that feeling coming from.
Oh, as in like we have to go down into the pits, maybe.
No, I think he means directionally. He said down into the east, so where that black void is, there could be a room in there.
Let me see here. I think that
yeah, okay. We could go check that out.
I think both of you guys likely, both the Minotaurs likely know this, but the drakes that are jumping up at you and snapping at you and whatnot, they're the same animals that you encountered on when you were sneaking into the catacombs. They're effectively like the guard dogs of the hobgoblins of the Red Horde, or the Horde of the Red Hand. They're not undead, which means that they have to be fed and have to be brought out somehow, and it's unlikely that they would just, like use some kind of harness to pull them up these pits. There's got to be some easy way of accessing that.
Mm.
You could, like, the pits would give a direct access, but there are 2 of these giant reptilian.
Right, let's go back. Okay, let's go back to the room where we came in and check that center door.
Okay.
Like down this way.
Sure. Let me. Yeah, you guys can move yourself if you like, or I can just move you over. Whatever is your preference. Why don't you move yourself? That way you can reveal the whole thing.
You guys know where I'm going, right?
Wait. Oh, you did go that way.
Okay, I'll move
light.
I'll move the NPCs. Oh, you guys are moving the NPCs. Here, I'll move Myrtella over in there.
Okay.
Myrtella's kind of useless. So if you guys want to hand her a torch.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
The Minotaurs, we should be going sneakily back. We shouldn't be just bolting down the
stairs?
Hallways here.
What means sneakily?
Like, you mean you want us to make stealth rolls?
I'm thinking when we
the 2 elves aren't here, right?
What?
I said our 2 elven friends are the ones that are gone, right?
Well, we shouldn't just be barreling down the hallways, because we could have patrols or whatever coming around.
To be fair, Rakus is pretty sneaky. He just chooses not to be.
Yeah. I think the only problem is with Oberon, because Oberon wears, scale armor.
Yeah. And to be fair, Ember calls bullshit.
On the sneaky stuff, or
yes, on him, Rakus saying, "Yeah, I can be sneaky. I just don't want to be."
Oh, trust me, we are very sneaky, and over on like Clax's hoof on the stone or tile floor, whatever it is.
Right, and just like you,
It's like tap dancers.
Okay.
I'm
So
assuming
what-
we actually, are quite loud in this place.
Okay. So yeah, Dave's not wrong that Rackus can be probably quiet if he wants to. His agility is pretty decent, and I think from his barbarian profession, I'd probably let him be, fairly stealthy or get a boon for stealth checks in certain circumstances.
Well, he's also a tracker by profession, so I would suspect that you kind of have to be stealthy to do that.
Yeah. It's Oberon that's the the problem. I don't know how good your agility is offhand, Jeff, but I know that you're suffering a bane because of the armor.
Yeah, but Dave, I imagine that you're like able to be sneaky on dirt or grass or any more natural ground, but there's pretty hard to hide your hoof sounds when you walk on the
stone,
like tile or stone floors.
Clack, 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 clack.
Like, I mean, I guess you could go really, like super slow motion slow.
As far as we're concerned, you wear tap shoes.
Or
like, I believe you could be very sneaky in the wilderness, or walking on anything that's not man-made.
A mile from anything that might hear you.
So I guess nobody took into consideration Rax's sneaking socks. Okay then.
Does he really pull out some socks and put them on? That would
he totally does.
Sneaking socks.
He pulls out his sneaking socks and immediately slips and falls on the tile.
Makes him stealthy, but he has no traction.
Okay. So you guys, let me see here. Why don't you guys give me a perception challenge as well, too, please?
Am I rolling?
I'm going to give Rackus a boon on this.
Ooh.
Hey, nice, Ember. Okay, well, actually really good.
You said one boon, Kev?
Yeah. Actually, we already got one success, so that's good enough.
Yeah, she's got awesome golden eyes.
Yeah. That's decent. So as you guys you make your way back into this room, there's a couple things you notice. One is that the doors are left wide open. And as you come in here, Ember, you turn to the side and you can hear the sound of once I guess there's a bit of a lull. I imagine that discussion about how loud or how quiet or whatever else you guys are. It happens in like room number 2 there where the barracks were. Mm-hmm. And you guys had been a little quiet going into this room. And Ember, you notice that on the ground there are muddy boot prints that have been left from the stairs leading out of the catacombs. And they all you're looking down and look, the sort of the direction that they've gone. And those boot prints appear to follow basically directly along where you went. You get a little closer to the stairwell here, and you cock your ear, and you can hear the sound of falling rain outside. And you see that there are more like muddy boot prints leading down from the stairs. And thinking back, you sort of put 2 and 2 together, and you think that the hobgoblins who came up the rear, the ones that attacked you guys from the rear, that they must have been reinforcements called down from the camp above. Either that came down on their own or that were called by some other goblin that you didn't notice or that you missed.
That's not good.
So in here, just as a reminder, you guys can see that on the far right side there, the east side of the room, there's a smashed and destroyed door. There is on the left side, on the west side of the room, there is another one of those doors that is just opened, and it still remains open, and you can see that there's a bunch of tracks. With a roll that good to Ember, I think that you probably can basically count the same number. There is one set of tracks from a goblin, and then there are 4 sets of tracks from hobgoblins, and that's exactly what you guys fought, the ones that came up behind you. But the north end of the room, though, there is another set of doors as well. The door itself is still that same heavy, oak material. It's got the crest of the Rivenroar, the Villicus family, and the house of Rivenroar, the crest on there, but it has not been opened yet.
I look at Ember and I indicate at the door opening thing you have.
Ember, did you want to share what you... what I'm going to ask you guys to do again, just as a reminder, is if you're going to share information that your character knows, just make sure you role play it out.
Yeah. Now, sorry, I was trying to play in my head what you meant. There's prints coming in or going out from the stairs?
Coming in to the catacombs. So leading from upstairs and down. It wasn't raining when you guys first came into the catacombs.
Okay, and the tracks went which way, left or right?
To the left, to the west.
Oh, so it went. Okay, so it, like you said, went to where we were.
Yes.
Did we face them, or did they sneak past us somehow?
If it's the amount of tracks that you've seen, I mean, you haven't followed it back all the way to where your fight was. Or to the portal room there, but the numbers seem to add up for the number of goblin, the one goblin, and then the 4 hobgoblins that
we've already fought.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we fought a patrol.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, but see, Kev, I already know about his door opening thing. That's something that we found when we first got here, right?
Which door opening?
This magical door opening. What is it? I don't remember. I just don't remember what the... Sorry, it's a hammer.
Yeah.
Like, we all found it together. I'm just saying I was trying to be quiet. I was trying to indicate to him to use it to open this door in front of us.
The middle one?
Yeah.
I'm just going to... Hold on.
Who has the hammer?
Amber.
Amber does, okay.
Rackus, we had some goblin and hobgoblins come in from outside. They're the ones that we just previously fought. So periodically we might get more company.
You want me to bring up the rear then?
That would be probably a good idea.
It's going to be more difficult for me to leap into the fray from the back of the pack, but I'll try to manage both ends for you.
There are still in this room as well 2 dead goblins and 2 dead hobgoblins. The ones that you guys killed when you first got in here.
Can either of you guys lock pick or open this door without breaking it down?
Do you think we would have destroyed that other door if we were lockpicks?
You know what? Rax is convinced he can do it. He wants to give it a shot.
Okay. I take it you don't have any thieves tools?
Have any which?
Thieves tools?
Yeah, no.
Okay. So
horns.
Why don't you give me an agility challenge, and I'm going to give you 3 boons or 3 banes on it.
I heard boons.
No,
I also heard boons.
It was banes.
This is going to go well for our hero.
I'm sure it's going to go terribly well.
Kevin?
Yeah?
Under my... Oh, jeez.
Or not.
Rackus goes up, and you start, looking at this lock, and then you sort of try and put one of the top pointy bit of your battle axe in there. And you sort of work it up and down, and you sigh, You look at it more, and you put your big cow eye down to it and look in, and you test the door a little bit, and then the door opens.
Wait, what?
It's not locked when you use your hammer to unlock it. So let me reveal that for you. Ready?
That's awesome. You know what?
Bump,
Rax will turn to Ember and be like, see, I told you I could do it.
So that's what you guys see.
Okay. Oberon, Rakis, grab the bodies and put them inside the door. I will use my hammer of opening to lock this door to prevent anything from coming behind us.
Adric says, well, should we close the other door then?
That's a good idea. I'm glad I thought of it.
Wait, what? What are we doing? Where are you putting bodies?
Yes. We're going to close this door, and the bodies that are in this room, we're going to bring into here, and I'm going to lock these doors once we're on the other side.
Okay.
Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
Oberon and Rakis are just like chucking the bodies, like, you know, like fireman, like just like, you know, like halfway across the room. Rakis chucks the body to Oberon, then Oberon chucks it through the doorway.
Okay.
So as a matter of fact, Rakis sees how is watching Oberon to see how far he's able to toss the bodies. Yeah. And then he's trying to toss them even farther.
Okay. Let's make some strength checks.
Each of you give me a strength challenge.
Oh, not very good.
Un momento, por favor. Oh, for the love of Pete.
Holy shit. So Oberon tosses one into there, and then Rakis grabs one, tosses it, and you hear this falling down the stairs that lead down to the bottom.
How many bodies do we have?
Rakis, can you go close this door, please?
Yeah, that door's closed now.
Okay.
Adric closed it for you.
Perfect.
That's why you can't see out that way anymore.
Okay, everyone in.
Okay, let me get you guys all in there. Nice.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my hammer of opening.
Okay.
/ closing.
So then, boom, boom, boom.
Oh, that actually would be under.
So you're locking us down here.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't want anyone coming up from behind.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, then you might as well be in the front with me, Rakis, if we've locked the door.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Okay. So you guys are making your way. Oh, go ahead.
So the hammer of opening and closing, there's no more uses for today because I've used it twice, and you said the hobgoblins had already used it once.
Did I say that? Or
yeah, you did. You said used once already by hobgoblins.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So then you have no other uses of that.
So you locked us in here with no way of getting out.
I have 2 minotaurs.
No.
One of which who purports to be able to pick locks.
Not purports. It was proven.
Okay. So as you guys get further down, there is a really, you can see on the map there that there are a set of double doors that are at the bottom as well.
Magically locked.
Very similar to
What?
I said they're magically locked.
Well, that would suck.
We're stuck on this stairwell with 2 dead bodies till the morning.
So as you're making your way down, it's a little cooler as you make your way down, and it is there is definitely a stink, a pungent sort of stink that is filling your nostrils more as you go down. It's not like rotting meat or anything like that. It's more of a musky kind of smell. And as you get closer to the door, it just gets stronger and stronger. The doors here are very much similar to the ones from further up. Similar heavy, iron-bound oak doors with the aged, stylized carvings in the face, the sigil of Rivenroar and House Villicus, or the family Villicus, on it. So, what are you guys going to do?
Sally forth.
I guess try to open the door.
Okay, so you, as you get to the door, you hear. Well, you can, turn it, and the door does. It pops, so you can open these doors if you like.
Yeah.
Okay, so put yourself where you guys are going to be, and then I'm gonna have to swap you over to a different map. But I'll do that. Okay. We got Myrtala right at the back. Okay. Just, okay, I'll wait for you guys to finish moving. So Patrick is
good. I'll go in the back.
Yeah. I remember you're quite fragile in Shadow of the Demon Lord. Okay, I'm just gonna everyone stop.
I got 20 health now.
Oh yeah, you're super tough. You should really swap places with Arrakis.
No problem.
Okay, one sec here. You place your characters here, guys. And let me see here, did I do dynamic lighting on this? I did! Oh, I love when I do that. I'm always happy when I have done something that I was hoping I would do. Boom, so there's everybody. Let me just set you up and we'll do my favorite reveal here. Okay, everyone's going to be in the room here. Good, good. Oh, you know what? I got to turn the fucking grid off. That's why everyone's snapping to a weird spot. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Nope.
All right, guys. So let me swap you over to the map here. And I will reveal
Dun, dun, dun.
what is in here. Let me go to the dynamic writing. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Edric runs in, torch blazing.
Okay. So what Edric runs in?
No.
Yes.
I hope he didn't have anything important on him.
The torch?
What would you guys like to do?
I think shoulder to shoulder, Oberon and Rakis saunter in there.
Okay. So you step in, and that's when you hear, you put yourself in there. So basically, I'll just say that this whole, I'll say like there's like a bottom half and a top half to this room, in terms of zones. So what happens is when you get in there, Oberon, are you going into the room as well?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, so go ahead and move yourself in there next to your brother. And then there is something that has held an action. So you see this movement, and suddenly these things are upon you. Those drakes that were snapping at your feet, or hooves, as the case may be. Let me get what's in here. Where was my stats for this? All right, here we go. Here we go. Yes. Okay. So we've got one that is attacking Oberon. Oh, where's my list here? It is Oberon. That is a definite miss. You, this thing is clumsy, and you're able to step out of the way. Now, this room itself, guys, this whole floor is covered by fungi. This is like a mushroom garden, effectively. So you're sort of like stepping through the stuff, and not like small mushrooms. Like these mushrooms probably stand almost like a foot tall, big, almost 2 foot wide caps that you're having to sort of walk around. And these things are, pouncing over the surface of this. Oberon, you are missed. Oh, and a nat 20 on Rakkus, though, so that is definitely a hit. So, Rakkus, you take 5 points of damage as this thing, claws at you with one of its claws. You're thankfully able to get your head or get your body out of the way, or interpose your shield between its giant maw and your body. So, all right, now, guys, let's decide whether you're taking a fast or a slow turn. So it's marked your characters. Green for a fast turn. Who wants to control Myrtala?
I've got Adric already.
Yeah, you got Adric. So Jeff or Dave, you want to control Myrtala? There's only much you can, I'm not sure there's much you can do, but
she can hide.
She's a staff with +0 to hit and 11 hit points. Okay. All right, so let's do fast turns first. Either Ember, Oberon, or Myrtala.
Ember's going first, and she's going to drop a flame strike right here.
Okay, why don't you click on the spell here? Let's see what's... All right, point in space with a medium range explodes with flame. Okay, so I don't think you can get both of them. You can get one or the other. Yeah, they're just too big. 1 yard is only about 3 feet.
Okay.
So it's about a 6 foot wide thing, and these things are pretty big.
All right, I'll get this one.
Okay. So it gets, let's see here, an agility challenge to try and... Nope. So it's hit. Go ahead and roll. You know what you can do on your character sheet, guys? Right in the middle, there's the fate dice. Fate dice is just a d6, so maybe just roll that. Click on that twice, and we'll add +2. And make sure to mark your mana as well.
Wait, for what?
So it's 4. So it's 6 damage it takes. All right. So it is caught in this, and it is sort of yelps or hisses, I guess, in pain. Sorry, Jeff. What I said is that in the middle of the sheet there is on your main sheet there is something called fate, and that's just a d6. So if we need to roll d6s, you can just click on that rather than having to go through to the other dice roller. Yeah. Okay, so that goes off. James, you've marked your mana. Who wants to go next? Oberon?
Sure.
Okay. So this one that charged on you has just been hit by this explosion of fire.
Okay, and I will use augmented attack spell, and I will also use my ardent surge.
On yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. So just click on your
so then I end up with 1 boon.
We'll just click on your that's right. Yeah. Whoa, that's amazing. So yeah, that definitely hits and does 4 points of damage. Okay. As a reminder too, you guys can spend a fortune point to re-roll a d6.
Yeah, no, it's okay for now.
It's fine. Okay, so 4 points of damage. All right. So you.
Oh, Kev.
Yeah.
Hit refresh on your window.
My window. Let's see here.
Why?
I see something. I just want to see if my picture changes.
Let's see. Okay.
What do
I
you mean
updated it.
What do you mean your picture changes?
I changed it to my character.
Oh. How do you do that?
In the chat and on the screen. No, it doesn't update for you. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Ah!
Nice.
You do it on the main page of the settings, like outside of the game.
Yeah.
But now in the chat, it shows my character there. See where I did my attack?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually, I've got.
And now the camera's fixed. Everyone's but Kevin's.
Everyone's but mine. So what is that? That is. Oh no, it's the correct. Yeah, let me see here. That's right. Everyone's camera except for mine is working now.
Oh, that's hilarious.
See, and I don't see anyone's camera. I just see my own.
Okay, well, Myrtala is the only one with a fast action left.
Hold up,
She
guys.
steps into the room and she sees what's going on and she just explains, Oh my gosh! And she hides behind Kitty.
Why is there no?
So,
Go. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can.
Okay, hold up here.
hello.
Why
I don't
is...
know if
James,
James
can you not
can.
hear us? Dave, can you hear me?
Why do I hear
Yeah, I can hear you
no
just fine.
one?
Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know. James is the only one who can't hear us.
And my video is not working right now either. And it's not giving me the option to look at my camera. It's weird. Let's see.
Whoops. Maybe I should type like a proper human being.
No, I can hear you guys now. Just no one was talking.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we were talking.
I think
Oh yeah, we were
Yeah,
answering.
we were talking.
I could hear Kevin a second ago.
Yeah, I turned my camera off there, so what is going on? Oops.
Well, I didn't intend to break your camera,
Thank you, sir.
Kat. I just
That's
thought
okay.
it would be much more identifiable if you could see my avatar instead of
Yeah.
Yo.
Karn Liberated.
I'm just going to try switching to Legacy and switching back into that
Oh.
difference.
Hello.
I
Hello?
refreshed my screen. Whatever you did.
Yeah.
Oh, I see Jeff.
Yeah, I see James and I see Dave. We all see each
Yeah.
other. We just never see you, Kat.
That's weird. Let me see here. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, that's too funny.
No. Now I don't see. I don't see anyone. Added a second ago.
Yeah, I don't know what. Jesus, I don't know what happened there, but it now doesn't give me the option for my camera. So.
Oh, like at all.
Yeah, it's not even showing up as an option. I don't know what the fuck happened between when you changed your portrait there, but
I don't think it. I don't know. Refreshing it obviously did something bad.
yeah, because I can't see.
Sorry, Kat.
Yeah, I can't see. Oh, it's okay. It's I mean, it's not your fault. It's
Nope.
Roll 20 is doing something here. James, can you hear us still?
Player still playing?
James?
Yes, and we're still talking.
Yeah, I see.
Oh!
Okay, so
Wait, me and Dave. Oh, we're all back except for
you guys are all back. Yeah, and then I'm still not playing. You know what? It doesn't really matter for you guys to see me necessarily.
Oh, can you hear me?
Oh, looks like we got Steve-O, though. We can hear you, James, yeah.
Well, fuck me. What's up, G?
Okay, so I'll make sure Steve's got an invite to the
Party
call
hard.
here.
Aggravating.
There we go. Invite is sent. Okay. Turn my camera on. Turn
There
my
we
camera
go.
off.
I can hear Kevin again.
You hear me again?
Yes, you went away. Everyone went away.
Oh, I wasn't talking there for a moment, so it could have been that. So let's see.
And I only hear you. I don't hear the other guys.
No one else was talking right now.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now, James? James? Nope. Kev, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I hear
James
Dave.
cannot hear me.
Okay, I'm actually gonna refresh on my thing here and see if this.
That's just
It's weird that
that's just James's selective hearing.
You know what I might do is actually I might just quickly close while we're waiting for Steve to get onto what do you call it? Roll 20 is I might close out of or onto the Google Plus call. I'm gonna close out of Roll 20 and then or close Firefox and reopen it and see if that fixes my camera problem.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Maybe it was just because I can see all of you guys. What version do I have here? Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. That is weird. All right, I'm going to close off Firefox for the moment, and I'll stop sharing on. Oh, here we go. Come on, you. Oh, that's freezing. Come on, little horse, run. There we go. Okay. Oh, I lost James from the call altogether.
That might have been for the best if his audio wasn't working well.
Oh, you know, my camera is not working for this either. It says it can't find my camera for some reason. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Let's see here. One second, I'm just gonna check something. What is going on?
Your camera's just failed completely.
There we go. Okay, my camera's working again. But we lost James altogether. Is James on Roll20 still?
No.
No.
No, he is not.
Okay, so we lost him altogether.
James is no longer on planet Earth.
Okay, can we? Can one of you guys tell Steve to join the call as well? The Google Plus call. Otherwise, we can't hear his audio. Quit. Hey. All right, here we go. Launching into Roll20. Let's see what happens. There is everybody. And let me see what's going on. Yeah, it's showing my camera as working. I guess I just need to turn off. Let's see, let's do this. Turn off my camera here. I'm going to share screens. And I'm going to present to everyone. And I'm going to go back to Roll20. Oops, in Firefox. And hit reconnect. Okay, there's me again. And I don't see anybody else's camera. Jesus, I don't know what is going on.
What the hell?
It's this new. They've changed the interface. Is Steve able to join the Roll20 call? What's going on?
We told him.
Oh,
I mean, I see Nute on Roll20.
On Roll20 or on? He's on. No, sorry, not Roll20 to join the Google Plus call.
Oh.
Yeah, we did tell him that. He.
Okay.
He says he doesn't know where to get the invite. Oh. Doesn't it send out an email?
It does, and then if you go into your Gmail account, there's it's
thing
on the
yeah.
Yeah, and you can just join it that way, or you can go into the Google Hangouts thing and join it that way. Let me just get a 1 second here. Invite people. Do it this way as well. And so send it. Okay, let's see here.
Hello.
Hey, Steve-O, is that you?
It is.
Nice. We got you in roll 20. So we're just missing James. I don't know what happened to him. Oops.
James Beer Farts.
Okay, so let's see here. Ember. I'll move Nute over to here so you guys hear or feel that familiar sort of rustling or whatever, or the butterfly feeling in your stomach. And Nute appears. Nute, you find yourself under attack.
They put me in front, did they?
Boom. Can you see yourself now?
Yep.
Okay. So there you see yourself with two giant rage drakes that are there. So I'm going to give you a slow turn just for this this round.
Sure.
Ember's already gone, so you know what? What we're going to do is we're going to continue on until James gets back onto the call because we're just... I'll send him an invite again for this. Boom. There we go. And
well, I believe it would be Racket's or Adric's turn.
No, because it's the both Drakes are taking fast turns as well.
Oh, okay. Well, it's their turn.
So against Oberon, 15 does not. Oh, it does hit your defense. So this thing, is furious for having missed you on that first charge. It snaps back, and then one of its fangs sinks through your scaled armor on your legs. And you take 3 points of damage. And then for Rakus, it lashes out. It moves its giant head towards you, trying to bite at you, but your shield is still up and pushing this thing's back. It can't get a good angle to get in and get a bite on you. So next, it is slow turns. So it'll be Rakus, Nute, or Adric.
Well, Rakus is right up at the front, so he will he'll take his turn. Which one had just attacked Oberon?
The one on the left.
You know what? Rakus sees the Drake go for Oberon, and actually sees him draw blood, and is incensed, and will go for. As a matter of fact, he'll charge in.
Okay. If you do, you'll be leaving an engagement with the one you're fighting, and it will have a triggered action to attack you.
Do I not have anything to counter that? I thought I did.
You do not. Not that I can recall, but
you know what? Yeah.
You know what you could do, Dave? If you wanted, one of the combat options they've got is something called a lunging attack, and what it does increases your reach by 1 yard. So if you wanted to not, if you wanted to hit the one that's attacking Oberon, just take 1 boon, or rather 1 bane on your attack roll, and I'll let you lunge over and hit that thing.
All right. That sounds good. How about he does that?
Okay.
Un momento. And that's just a regular attack with the axe. And you said 1 bane, is that right, Kev?
Yes, please. Okay, we're still missing James. Well, James is on this. That's weird.
Yeah. Not so much.
Okay, no, unfortunately, that you've overstretched your reach, and this thing is just too far away. So then it is either Nute or Adric. Nute, would you want to go?
Sure.
Okay.
He's gonna go barreling in and stab this thing.
Okay. So rah, you race in. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Nute Lethalis. Just getting it open.
Oh my goodness, I'm back.
Nice.
What
Just
the
it's almost Adric's turn.
Small story. Oh, look at this. You got a whole bunch of things going. Trickery and backstab. Finesse. All right. Boons and bans, no, because they're already calculated in.
Yep. Holy hell. That's 21, which means you do 7 points of damage. And then you can take a second action at some point if you like.
All right. Let's just hack at it twice.
Nice. Okay, so you dive in and you see this thing's head being pushed aside by the by Rakis's shield. You see an opening. You duck to the side and stab in at its like shoulder area, and it sort of snarls and hisses at you, snaps at the air, and go ahead and make your second attack. So this will be without trickery and without backstab.
Okay, so let's do that one. No trickery, no backstab. There we go.
You got it.
front stabby.
Boom, front stabby. 13.
13 is actually exactly what you needed. So
Nice.
nice job. Okay, so another 5 points of damage. Well done. All right, so this thing is injured, which means it's bloody. So this thing is hurt. You've, with a blur of speed, you stab it once and stab it a second time. Now it is Adric's turn. And then that's the last of the last action, and then we are top of the round again. What's Adric doing?
Adric is just using, well, he's going to move over here, and he's just going to stab that one with his sword.
Wow, he's brave.
Yeah. Okay. Adric. Ooh, not quite good enough.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the end of the turn, guys. Go ahead and mark yourselves for whether you're taking fast or slow turns.
All right. Do fast.
Nice. Okay. Adric is still on a slow turn. Okay, so who wants to go first in the fast turn?
Rakus will go then.
Okay.
Right.
What does
And
Rakus want to do?
And yes, you can visit me in Indonesia, Rakus.
Sweet. Rakus will target the one on his right. After that abysmal showing, he figures that Oberon has it well in hand on his own.
Yep. Okay. I think you slipped on a mushroom, probably.
Yeah, stupid mushrooms.
Fucking mushrooms.
Okay, just null banes, boons.
No banes, no boons.
Alrighty.
Oh, exactly what you needed, though. And holy shit,
Sweet.
that's actually enough to... Yeah, that's enough to actually fucking kill it. So, and you know what I'm going to start doing, guys, is that. So we know where the
nice.
bodies are.
Yeah,
So you-
just in case we want to.
Yeah,
Yep.
for moving, that's going to be easier than trying to remember where these things are. So you bring this, the sort of like bring the momentum of where your axe was before back, and this thing's head is sort of turned to face Nute at this point, and you're able to bring your axe down and cut this thing's head right clean off. So this body sort of falls down into the pile of mushrooms underneath you, twitching. Who would like to go next?
Oberon will go.
Rakus will turn over to Oberon, look at him, and give him this sheepish shrug, like, I don't know how that. Sorry.
I will do the exact same thing I did last turn.
Sweet. Whoa, nice. Okay. So, fuck yeah, that is amazing. So you recover from your previous kind of clumsy swing. You time it perfectly for this thing to lurch forward towards you again, and you bring your axe down to the side and sort of like wham, hit this thing solid in the ribs. You hear like at least 3 of its ribs crack and crunch underneath the power of your axe head, and this thing sort of coughs up a spray of blood that stains the white mushrooms underneath you. Okay, so then it is Nute or Ember.
Ember's just going to hit him with a flame bolt.
Okay, so go ahead.
No wounds. Booyah.
Nice. 21, so it's 3 damage. Why don't you click on that your fate dice? Let's see how much extra he takes.
Oh, look at that.
Doesn't it?
It doesn't which?
What?
There you go. Nice. So the what do you call it? It's hit to the side and it lines up perfectly. So yeah.
Sorry, Kevin. Flame bolt on attack roll of 20 plus the target takes 1d6 extra damage, or is that the fate?
That's the fate dice.
That's why you rolled the fate. Yeah.
So you after Oberon hammers into the side of this thing, it sort of hits the ground. It arcs its head up, opens its mouth wide to sort of take a chomp out of the little dwarf. He sort of holds his longsword back in a defensive position, and then between the big burly white minotaur and the dwarf, there's a gout of flame that cuts through this thing's head and explodes out the back, so it falls down dead in a heap. Okay, so with those 2 drakes down, you have an opportunity to survey the room. You can see where those 2 like squares are, those 2 like checked squares on the left side of the screen.
Here and here?
That's correct, yeah. What that is, guys, is that's where the bodies have fallen. Those 2 goblins that Rakas, you knocked down in the pit last session.
Mm-hmm.
Before you guys go anywhere, Oberon just steps forward and uses his vitality burst.
Oh, nice. Okay, so what is it?
Nute, Rakas, and Kitty are healed.
Nice. So Nute, Rakas, you guys gain your healing rate. Subtract that amount from your damage.
Thank you.
Nice.
Ember's also going to get prepared for another fight. I think mine's already expired.
Well, when did you cast that?
I don't know. It's got a 4-hour.
Because you've only been down here for slightly more than an hour.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Never
It's
mind.
not like you've been down here all that long. So, because it's, I think that your truth ear probably only just expired. So it's barely over an hour that you've been down here.
Okay.
So.
Oh, that's right. 'Cause that one was the hour long.
Yeah. Man, that's a great fucking spell, Jeff.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so and then do you want to describe for us what that looks like how the spell sort of looks?
Yeah, it's the blood of the beast that sprayed on him, especially when his brother chopped its head off and the blood sprayed everywhere. Sort of absorbs into Oberon, and then when he takes a drag of his cigar and exhales, it comes out sort of blood red instead of the normal gray.
Awesome.
And it flows over his allies, and they feel it sort of seep into them and heal them.
Okay, nice. All right, and
his fur goes back to being clean and white.
Nice. So you can see that from the torches that Adric and Myrtala are holding up, you can see that there is really only one exit from this room. Can you see that, guys?
I can't see it all the way to the exit, no.
So why don't you do a little exploring in the room?
Is that over here?
Oh, you can see all the way over? Okay. Sure. Head over there,
Okay.
I guess.
Nice. Okay, so what you typical to the ones that you guys have seen before? And
Actually, Steve or Dave, do you guys want to take over Myrtala? I already got to move Kitty, too. One of you guys could move her. I don't know if she's ever going to do anything, but...
Sure.
Yeah,
she's not
yeah, I'll move her.
Okay.
Hey, give me a sec here, guys. I'm just going to...
What benefits does Kitty have?
Okay. Come on, guys.
I don't know. What do you mean benefits?
Well, the companions from the Fabi's Tamer, usually the companions like had an aura that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to translate over things directly. Instead, what this is effectively a
pet.
It's a pet instead.
Okay.
So
there's no mechanical benefit.
Well,
I mean, it can attack, but
yeah, like he can use a triggered action to give it an order, and then it will follow that order.
Okay.
Okay.
It mostly protects the, like it would protect Myrtala or Adric in this case.
Okay.
If they were in trouble and we were occupied.
All right, guys. So you get to the door, and you can sense from within Oberon that same feeling of fear that you had felt before. Give me a second. Take a look at your. No. Amber, give me a. Give me an intellect challenge, please, and I'll give you a boon from Wizard's Apprentice.
Okay. Bam. Oh. You suck.
How'd you do? 12. Okay, so that's good enough. So you, before everyone starts sort of moving around too much in here, you recognize that there are, you're not sure what the types are necessarily, but you recognize that there are different types of fungi down here. And you recall from your studies as a Wizard's Apprentice that some fungi react incredibly hostile in an incredibly hostile manner. So you sort of can say, everyone watch their step.
Okay, guys, need to be careful. The fungus in here can be very bad. You need to be looking out for X type.
Well, I'm not sure that your roll was good enough to be able to tell them necessarily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that you did succeed in your challenge, but I think because you don't really have like any kind of like necessary dungeon training or like herbalism or anything like that.
Charlatan wouldn't cover that?
Charlatan, no. Charlatan would be like okay, I thought you were being serious.
No.
Okay. So
okay. Be cautious, guys. I know there are some fungus in here that will not react well to us. So just be careful.
Okay. So when you get to that door, I'll say you safely get there. And as I said, like Oberon, you can sense that beyond this door is that the source of the fear that you had sensed from before, from above.
So there's much fear through these doors. We must head quickly, my friends.
Quickly is what I do best. And Rakus goes charging in.
I guess we're not worrying about the bodies. Yeah, why bother at this point? Yeah.
Okay, so you throw it open, and let me show you where you guys end up. So you go charging in after your brother, and this is what you find: is chained to the wall is old Zariska. She looks up and kind of sees you guys, and as at first, like recoils in fear. This giant black minotaur that goes charging in, and then Adric calls out, "Zariska! Wait, Rakus! She's from Brindol."
Don't eat her.
Rakus will lift his axe up on high and bring it down firmly and swiftly on her chains.
So glad
he watches her soil herself.
Lovely.
Yeah. One sec here. Yeah. Okay. So then you get her free. She sort of flinches, and then looks up at you guys, and Adric running over. She's, as is likely evident from her token here. I mean, she's in her 70s. However, let me go to the hostages, guys. Zariska is ready for someone to control, and what Zariska can do, she's got a couple spells, including Vitality Burst and Cure and something called Overgrowth. So if someone wants to take a peek at her, maybe actually either Dave or Steve, if you guys want to take control of Zariska, you are.
Well, I've already got.
I've
already got Martala.
Martala?
Sure, I'll take Zariska. Right.
Okay. One sec here. Let me. I want to make sure you've got control over her. Okay, yeah, you should. So, Steve, can you move her token? Yep. Awesome. Okay, great. All right. So she sort of looks up at you guys and says, "Wait, Adric, he's dead." And Adric looks at me and she says, "Who? Who's dead?" And she says, "Casimir. They took him for some kind of ritual." He's dead. And Adric says, "What ritual?" And she says that they're working their necromantic rites. They have some plan in mind. Myrtala comes running over and helps Zariska up as well. And she says, "You're free." And Myrtala says, "Yes, these men and this woman, they freed us."
These cows.
Yeah, and Adric says, "And the man cows. The man cows helped us." So you guys are so she is free. There's no other exit from here. There's some bizarre markings in the floor here, but the amount of dust that's in here makes you think that this room likely has not seen a lot of use in quite so many years. So what are you guys going to do?
How many townsfolk are we missing now?
Well, Casimir is dead, but Casimir's son, Tomislav, is still missing.
Yeah, there were Jalissa, Svetoslav, and Tomislav we haven't found.
Yeah, and Casimir is dead, and Jorana is dead. You also have not found the any of the, what do you call it? The icons either. Those 5 things. The ornate dragon crest helm, a platinum greatsword, a set of 3 shields with the old red hand insignia, a set of iron gauntlets with extensive filigree, and a heraldic battle standard depicting 2 hands clasped in a handshake.
There's no other doors or anything in this room?
No, nothing else in here. This appears to be
a dead end.
Yeah, a dead end here. So what I'll do, just hold on. Okay, nobody move their characters, please. I'm gonna bring you back up to the room that you guys. Hold on here. Copy. I'm assuming you're not going to spend a lot of time poking around in the mushroom room.
No.
then allow me to position you guys back in that stairwell leading up.
Yeah, because we'll have to try and smash that door down.
Boom. Okay. Let me get everyone up here.
I say we go back to the room with the portal. I think there was a set of doors to the left.
Yeah. You know what, guys? I'm just going to skip you maybe there because there really isn't. You're not going to encounter any sort of difficulties getting back to that room. And I'm not sure there's, we're losing out on an awful lot of drama because of, you moving your tokens around on the board. So
right, yeah, totally.
Let me just. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so move you guys over to the correct screen here, guys. So you made your way back up. How do you want to have gotten through that big door? Nute has, I believe, block picks. So Nute, you want to give us a agility challenge with a boon, actually 2 boons because of your trickery.
Rock and roll. Agility challenge with 2 boons.
Yes, please. One from your trickery, one from one of your professions.
Nice. Rock and roll.
Oh, barely. So it was it was a tricky lock. You're like, yeah, no problem. And then you're sort of fumbling with it for longer than you expected. And Rackus sort of like clears his throat of like, are you? And you're like, and then it finally pops. You're like, no problem. No problem. Okay, let me make sure there's nothing in that area there. Here we go. Okay, so yes, you guys are back in this room. And again, your guts are once again sort of knotted with the feeling of, the pull of the outer planes, I guess. What would you guys like to do?
Rexel will turn over to Oberon and ask him, do you feel anything from the other side, brother?
I'll reach out with my
Sure. Let me just let me grab my map here. So make the perception check with 1 Bane. Please.
Undying.
Ooh. Yes, so there is another terrified. You can feel the first sensation you sort of hit is a feeling of noise, like sort of empathic noise of greed and a wash of tempestuous emotions, like as if someone could not control the flow and it's really sort of close to what Rackus is like when he's at his in his full-on rage. But you push through that, and then you can feel and sort of lock onto the feeling of someone terrified as well. And it's about off in this direction here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So what would you guys like to do?
Like through the portal?
Well, I think to get there, we'll have to head through this door.
Yep. Okay. So the door is likewise, otherwise identical to the many other doors that you guys have gone through. You gonna throw that open then, are you?
Yep.
Okay.
How about listen?
Are you saying that before we smash it down?
Yes.
Or throw it open?
Yes. Do you
Okay.
hear anything on the other side?
So
We get Nute. Oberon kind of pulls Nute to the door, and he looks. He says, "Listen."
All right. Listening.
Okay. So Nute, give me a perception challenge, and You can use your trickery to get a boon, and then I'm not sure if there's something else. Can you think of a profession you've got that would maybe give you a bonus to hearing shit?
Oh, well, unless burglar does.
How would that?
Sure.
No. How would that?
Because burglars have to be very, they'd be very careful when they're burgling places. You got to listen to see if the people are up inside the house.
Yep, I buy that. Okay,
Right.
Go ahead and make your roll.
All right.
So 2 boons.
2 boons, baby. Boom.
Holy shit! All right, so roll that good. You listen, and you say it's the next room has between 5 and 6. No, 5 and 7 goblins in it. You all sort of stand back and are a little in awe of his keen senses.
That was very specific.
I heard him.
That's awesome.
Well, they're not going to kill themselves, and Rakus barrels through the door.
Yeah, Ember's just throws the door open now anyway.
Maybe they broke up with a girlfriend. Maybe they've lost their job. One second here. Let me see. Do this here.
They're not going to kill themselves.
Okay, you ready, guys? 1, 2, 3.
Bunzai.
Door is open. So this first little hallway here will be one zone. Now tell me how you describe for me as you're moving yourself up there, guys. What are you doing? Once the door is open, Rakus, you stomp forward, and what are you doing?
Rakus is basically sweeping the area, getting ready to engage in combat.
Okay.
Ember's creeping in and trying to peer around the corner, although I don't know why. It doesn't really matter, seeing as how the Minotaur is already in the middle and is making his presence known.
Okay.
But I do it anyways.
Okay.
Oberon will obviously charge in with his brother.
Okay. So I think, let me...
Does he have his silent socks on?
No, I don't have any silence on.
So when you guys first come stomping in there, you hear that there is, sort of like, and then there's suddenly silence. Okay, so you guys are there. Adric and Myrtala and Zariska are following up the rear. What do you guys want to do?
Rakus will...
and then cram them in here and close the door behind us.
Okay.
Rakus will tell Myrtala to stay by the door, not to come around the corner.
Okay. Myrtala sort of like her eyes big, or her eyes wide, sort of nods like, yes, yeah. I understand.
Adric, stay with your friends. We will deal with what's around the corner.
He sort of grips his long sword, looking as if he really wants to get payback on these things, but he nods. Aye, devil woman. Kitty kind of growls, ready to jump into the fray again. What do you guys want to do? You can see the corridor is curving around to the side there. Now
we can't actually.
One of the things. Oh yeah. Well, yes. What's going to have to happen then is one of you guys will have to someone's going to have to carry a torch, or actually, I guess Ember, you could potentially do that. Because right now you've got Rakus, both of your hands are occupied because you've got your shield and you've got your battle axe. Oberon has a two-handed weapon, and Nute has his small sword in one hand and then I think a dagger in the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I guess I will hold the torch.
Okay. Let me give you some light here.
Adric was good for something.
Adric was very good for something. Okay, so Boom, there you go. So
Adric, leave the women. Come with us.
the old woman can fend for herself. Okay.
They have kitty.
So Amber, you go ahead and position yourself where you want to try and right now.
Oh, there's another corner.
I love the dynamic lighting. See you guys react to it is so fucking cool.
So let's sneak up to the next corner.
Yep.
Okay.
Again, they go right here.
Okay, so Rackus, as soon as you come around that corner, 1 sec. I gotta make a couple of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attack rolls against you.
Ah!
All right, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3. There's only a handful that actually might hit you. So let me roll my boons for them. 3, 4, 5. All right. So your Rackus, your defense right now is with a shield. I believe is it 18 or 19 or 18 or 20?
Let's see. Defense is 18.
It's 18. Okay, cool. So let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Jeez. Okay. So as you come around the corner, there's this like flurry of arrows that hit you. So you're hit by 4 arrows, and you take a total of 1 second. Let me see what take a total of 14 points of damage. That's 4 of these things hit you, and a couple others just sink into your shield. Can you guys see there now?
Nope.
You can't, Amber. You can't, Rackus. So you've seen what's firing at you. They're all sort of crouched down, and now they're getting ready to reload their arrows. So, guys, mark yourself whether you're taking fast or slow turns, and then we will get into this. Amber, you sort of are just standing there with the torch, and that's when you see all these fucking arrows hit Rackus, and you hear him growl out in anger. All right, so everyone's taking slow turns. The goblins are going to take a fast turn, and I'm going to split the attacks evenly between Rackus and... Well, Rackus, you're out first. I think I'm going to do 2 against Oberon, and then the rest against you, Rackus. So let's see here. Rackus, I got 2 that possibly hit. Will be boons for them. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, both of those would hit. Okay, so what they're more disciplined than you expect goblins to be. You take another 5 points of damage, Rackus, as a bunch of other arrows come flying in, and then Oberon against you. Neither of those are going to hit. Oh, actually, one of them might. Nope. So one of them comes very close and sort of like rattles off the scale armor on your shoulder, Oberon. But it's your brother who's taking the brunt of the hit here. Okay, so that is it for the fast turn. Slow turn. Who'd like to go?
Before you charge in, Rackus, wait, I'm going to do something.
Ooh.
This can't be good.
No, I'm going to heal him before he runs away. Nothing magic about it.
No, I believe everything is magic about it.
Oh, okay, well. Sure.
Correction.
Okay. Okay, I think I used this one.
Okay.
What does cure do, Kev? What does it do when it says remove any penalties to the target's health?
If there are certain monsters and certain effects that don't actually do damage, what they do is they reduce your health.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'll use this one.
Ooh, nice. Okay. So you reach out and touch your brother, and you can heal your healing rate. So take off your healing rate in damage there, Oberon or Rackus.
Say again?
You can heal your healing rate.
Equal to your healing rate.
Sweet.
I think
thanks, bro.
And then I will move in here to this first goblin.
Sure. Okay. And
Okay, yeah, that's good.
that's good. Okay, who would like to go next?
Rakus will go. He'll charge in.
Okay.
And
Kitty follows me. Oh.
Now, just remember, charge is a very specific thing where you take a bane on your attack rolls, but then you get to attack with your horns as well. So, are you just, was that like narrative flair, or are you intending on charging?
Yes. So he'll it's really narrative flair. He's charging in, and then he will use his horns.
Okay, so your horns, you should just be able to click on that, and it'll include the appropriate amount of boons and banes.
Well, it lists it as 0 right now, so I guess
it should be 0. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, so you fucking annihilate this first one. Oh, he's probably stolen your horns as you can charge forward and hit that second one if you like. Oh, what? I did it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me. I'm marking their bodies now. Okay. And then you go charging into that. So you can make your attack with 1 bane.
And that would be just a regular attack with my axe. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah. Boom. And next up will be either Nute or Ember.
Nute. And he can run his speed.
Well, remember, we're using zones, so
okay.
our abstracted things. So basically, it'll be a second zone. So unfortunately, that you're not able to follow through and hit that second goblin.
Okay.
He sees you coming and sort of not you, Nute. This is Rakus. Okay. Rakus' attack just missed. Okay, so Nute, now you're going to charge in or run in, and then what would you like to do? Kill that? Try and hit that one black blade.
Let's get him.
Okay.
Get him.
All right. Stick him, boy.
Okay, let's see.
Booyah,
Ooh, absolutely. So you go running by, and wow, that's just crazy. You slit this thing's throat. So Racket or Oberon, you go running into, and you get engaged with this thing. This little goblin gets ready, starts dropping its bow, is reaching for its sword, and then suddenly there's this blur of motion next to you, and you see the goblin sort of cough, and then he reaches at his neck where all this green ichor is pouring out, and you see Nute moving on towards where another of these goblins. Okay, so and then last but not least is Ember. What are you doing?
I'm coming around the corner. Mm-hmm. Ooh, hello. Well, fuck it. I'm not going to go crazy here. I'm just going to cast Magic Missile at this guy. There we go.
Okay. Go ahead and click on
Bam. Ugh.
Oh, that's not great. Okay, so he has ducked out of the way of Rakus, but then is hit by this bluish arcane
snot ball.
Which ball?
I said snot ball. So he
snot
said it
ball.
didn't do much.
It did not do a lot of damage now. Okay, so you hit him. Okay, guys, that's the end of the round. Everybody decide whether they're taking fast or slow turns, and then we'll go to the top again.
I will take a slow turn.
Okay, fast, slow. And then Oberon. Nice. Okay, so fast turns. We got Rakus, we got Ember. Who'd like to go first?
I'll go first. Okay. I'm going to hit this guy with a flame bolt.
Nice. Go ahead and click on that. Did you make... yeah, sorry. For the magic missile, did you mark your mana as well?
I did.
Okay, cool. So 8 versus agility is unfortunately this thing is too nimble. You lash out and you're too frustrated from the minimal effect of that last attack, so your flame bolt goes wild.
Even if I hit, it was only doing 4 points of damage. Might as well have done a magic missile.
So hits the side. 4 is not nothing against these little guys though. Okay, so that unfortunately hits sort of like the small little camp that they've got there and starts a fire in the background, but doesn't really do much other.
Hey, is it creating a light source that I can put my torch down?
There is a light source. Like the reason you guys can see in there because there is to your left there a brazier that's burning that is casting light. So that is it for Ember. So Rakus, what are you doing?
Rakus will go after the one that's right in front of him. Go for those.
Give him shit.
All right. Boo.
Boo. So you swing at this thing, and once again he ducks underneath your axe. Okay, so that's it for them. Then let's hear that little puke in front of you. Gosh, he's gonna have to take a slow turn, I think, because he can't. You'll get a trigger. You'll be able to hit him. Actually, he's a goblin. He's not too smart, so I'm gonna say, yeah. Okay, so he's go ahead and make another attack on him because he's gonna try and shoot you.
Interesting. Okay. What?
So you missed. Okay. Fortunately, he misses as well. So he fires wide. There are still, let's see here, 1, 2. I'm going to do 2 on Rakus. One of those hits. Actually, shit, 2 of those hit. So Rakus, 2 more arrows hit you. Another 7 points of damage. And then 1 is going to try and shoot Nute. I don't think that does it. Nute. Oh, he actually does. Nute. You take 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
And then Oberon, 1 tries to shoot you, and once again misses. You are the Teflon Minotaur. Jeez. Again, your armor it bounces off of it. That is it for the Gobos. So slow turns, guys. Oberon or Nute.
Nute. Alrighty. Nute is gonna run up to the next guy and let him have it. Try to slice his throat.
Nice.
Right.
Let's see how he does.
All right, just a second. And submit. And there you
go. Ooh, yep. So once again, another one. Why don't you describe for us how this poor goblin dies?
You hiding behind his cloak, the goblin is not able to see where Nute is going to stab from, and then Nute gets him in the lower stomach, and he falls over.
And falls down dead. Yeah, Oberon, what are you doing?
Okay, Oberon is going to rush forward. Squish as he steps on the first goblin.
Yep.
Squish as he steps on the next one that you take out.
Love it.
And he bursts through, and he just throws a huge blow on this one here.
Yep.
Again, using his augmented attack.
Okay, sweet.
So, that sucker.
Oh, whoa, jeez. Man, dice are on fire tonight. Okay, so you annihilate this thing. Want to give us a description of how this thing smooshed into the ground?
It's just a giant overhead chop with his big golden axe, and it basically slices him right in 2.
Okay. So that is the end of the turn, guys. Mark yourself as fast or slow turns, and then we'll go. Fast. Okay. Awesome. Slow, fast, fast. Awesome. So fast turns first, Rakus or Ember?
Ember is chucking the torch at this guy.
Okay.
She's pissed.
Go ahead and make a agility challenge for me. No banes, no boons.
All right.
Actually, no, 1 bane because it's not designed for that. Okay. So unfortunately, you do not quite hit it. It sort of skitters under the ground. But there is a lit torch on the ground now. Okay. Rakus, what do you want to do?
How far away is that lit torch?
It's probably about here. Now.
Oh, so it's behind him.
Yeah, it's behind him. Yeah.
Okay. Then he'll just he'll go for an axe swing.
Okay. So you sort of are trying to correct where this thing's going, and then you bring it down. I think that's actually enough to kill him.
I was gonna say, push him so he lands on the torch.
So close. So you hit this thing, and it is a brutal. You basically slice part of its scalp and one of its ears off, and it screams in this horrible, horrible sound. Okay, so then it is the goblin's turn. One of them is running down this hallway here. And it's a fast turn, so only gets to move its move. This one is going to run over here and use its action to throw this door open. 1 sec. And then the one that you are fighting, Dave, it drops its bow, grabs its ear, and you get a triggered. You use your triggered action to attack it again because it's going to try and make a run down this hallway here.
All right, let's do it.
Your tackle.
Get him.
Ooh,
yeah.
So unfortunately, he turns and starts going, and you finish the job by landing your axe in the other side of his head, and he clatters to the ground like a broken doll.
Yes.
Okay, so then it is the people's slow turns. Oberon and Newtape.
Newtape is gonna see if he can track down this guy here. Where'd he go?
Sure.
There he is. Yeah, there he is.
Okay, so you go racing over after him. Now you've got I don't know why you've got an area around you. 1 sec here, because you should be able to see your token, and that's it. Because you're in darkness right now. 1 sec here.
But I have low light vision, don't I? Or
I don't think you do actually.
Aren't you human?
Oh, it's an elf.
no.
Sorry, I couldn't see the pointy ears.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, well, that's fair enough. Like you're what basically what'll be, Steve-O, is that you've got one Bane on the attack roll because of the ambient darkness. So just add a Bane to whatever your attack is going to be.
Okie dokie. Let's do
I'm
it.
going to double check to make sure that elves do not have this.
Try to hack this guy to pieces. Come on, baby. Come on. That's right, son.
Jeez.
Oh, you have shadow sight. Areas obscured by shadows as if they were lit. That's not what this is. This is actual darkness. Oh, nice. So you go racing into the darkness, and this thing is about to, turn around the corner to try and race up the stairs, and you bury your small sword into the base of this thing's skull, and it is deed. So you guys sort of Nute sees this thing bolt off into the darkness. You see him race in afterwards, and you hear this from in the blackness. And then momentarily, Nute will walk out looking real cool. Oberon, what are you doing?
Finishing the door opener off, I guess.
Okay.
2 steps over, and
That's more than 2 steps.
well, not for me.
It's like, well, yeah, maybe.
Oh, and he rolls a 1.
Oh shit. Okay, so that is not good enough. You swing at this guy wide, and woof. Okay, guys. So top of the round again. There's only one of these goblins. Now, what you hear at the end of the round, with that door open, you can hear from somewhere down that hallway the sound of bang, like something hitting something really big, hitting something metal. And you can hear a from down there.
The hell?
Something huge is snarling down there.
Shit.
And hitting up against something metal. So, fast or slow turns, guys?
First dibs. Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's marked. Oberon, you got a fast turn first. Go ahead. I think you're the only one with a fast turn this round.
Okay. I'll just use my Ardent Surge to remove my Bane and just attack him.
From unwieldy. Okay, go ahead.
Assuming that's what this does. Oh my goodness.
Shit. So you surge sort of around and you bring it down, but this thing is just so small and fucking nasty.
Why do I have a -4 to my roll?
Yeah, because you rolled a 4 on your Bane.
Wait, what?
Gross. Yeah, your Bane was a 4.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have a Bane.
Well, you get a Bane and a boon. Did you add a boon to yours?
No.
You should have done that. So just roll a d6. To be honest, even if you roll a 6, you're not going to hit him with a 2.
Oh, right. Doesn't matter. Just, like, so you get both?
Well, no. Like remember that when you click on your great axe, you haven't.
If I don't add one, it doesn't cancel it out.
Exactly, because it won't know that you're adding your Ardent Surge in.
Right. Okay.
But go ahead and make another attack. Roll the same thing as your no boons, no banes, because this thing's going to try and make a run for it down this hallway.
Okay. So I should do this so it's not a penalty.
Whoa! No, because the thing is, you don't get the benefit of Ardent Surge on each attack. You have a bane on this one.
Oh.
Yeah, so just make the attack normal. Add no boons, no boons.
17 this time. I just rolled the bane.
Bane. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, so 17. All right. Well, no, sorry, you're going to have to re-roll.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
Why? It's the same roll. You just wanted me to miss.
Okay, so you slam into the ground and this thing goes running down the hallway.
Whatever, I'm using a fortune point to re-roll that.
Okay, go ahead.
Screw that. Oops, gotta go the other way, not up, down. It's still
much better.
So again, it was racing down into the darkness, screaming the whole way along too in Goblin, and you hear again, bang, and then. Who would like to go next? Someone with a slow turn.
All right.
I will go.
All right, go for it.
That's my move, and I'm hitting him with a flame bolt.
Okay. Ooh, that hits.
There we go.
4 points damage. So your scorch hits him square in the back. He's got some that quiver on the back, so it burns sort of part of his arrows and into his back. Doesn't quite take him down, but it staggers him forward.
I hate goblins.
Now it is Nute or Rakus.
All right. Nute is going to get up. So how far can Nute go then? We're going by zones here.
Okay, so it'd be 2 zones then. So that would be your total action then, is to move into that zone. You can move in and engage that black blade, but it'd be 1 zone to move into the room and then 1 to move into the corridor again.
Okay.
Okay, so you're sort of like on it. Yeah, so if you're engaged with him, if he moves away again next turn, you'll get a free strike on him.
All right.
Okay, Rakus?
You know what? Rakus will take a moment to use Furious Recovery.
Ooh, cool. Click on that. I don't know if we've seen that yet. Oh, badass.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he will get, I guess, 10 back.
Yeah.
Because he will need that for when he goes lumbering down the tunnel after Nute.
Okay. So you can get yourself in and engage with that goblin as well if you like.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Okay, so now it's the end of the turn, guys, and what you hear again is that whang and then from down there, but you actually make out a word that Rakus and Oberon understand. And that word is feed. Okay, mark yourselves fast or slow turns, guys.
Whoa.
All right. Okay, so fast turns are up first. Looks like Rakus is the only fast turn.
All right. Rakus will engage with the hobgoblin in front of him.
Goblin. Or the little green ones are goblins. The big orange ones are hobgoblins.
Right.
Which there are none of.
There are none. No. Ooh, did you add an extra boon?
Oh, I didn't.
No. So just give me a fate roll. Because I think you rolled a 1 on that on your boon. A 2 would only be 1 more. So 12 is not good enough to actually hit this thing. So you swing at him and it's over his head. But make another attack roll. With it down into this room here.
All right.
Actually, Anute, you get an attack as well.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to trigger to actions. Well, he's running away from 2 of you guys now.
Full bore.
But Rakus has killed him already, so
Never mind.
this thing tries to keep screaming and running away, and Rakus sink your axe into his. You miss once, and then sink your axe into his back, and he is dead. You can hear that same sound from down. I don't know if you can see there, Rakus, but there are stairs to your left. There's a giant gaping black hole down there.
Yeah, Rakus cannot see that.
Okay, let me see. Actually, I can always do this. Oh, I love. Yeah. So if I hit Control L, and if I select your token and hit Control L, I can see what you can see.
Oh, okay.
And that is
Nice.
awesome. That's
So
so awesome.
nothing.
You can see nothing. Okay, so now it is slow turn. Anyone with a slow turn can feel free to go.
Kevin, I want to use a where is it? A fate point.
Okay.
To cast a
fortune.
Sorry, fortune point.
Yeah.
To cast, where is it? Empower magic.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm moving up to here.
So you're using the fortune point to do what? To take an extra action?
Yes.
In a round? Okay, cool. Yep. Okay, so you move up. So you can see now, guys, there's
stairs.
Stairwell leading down. And actually, hold on. I think I fucked up here. 1 second. There shouldn't be a door there. 1 sec. Let me.
And I also screwed up. The reason why I want to take an extra action because I want to pick up the torch.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So you get there, and actually, I will. That's why you can't see down there. Let me move this forward a little bit so you can see what's down there. Boom. Okay, can you guys see now? There's stairs.
Yeah, you see stairs coming down to something.
And there is an open room in there. So you just can't see from the angle that you guys are at. You can't see what's down there right now. Okay. Nute or Oberon?
Well, I can't go too far.
And Nute and Oberon, it's over here is what you heard. That's where you heard that. It's from down these stairs is where you heard that that degenerate voice say feed.
Where did you hear it?
From down these stairs.
Where we are.
It's only Rakus and Oberon who recognize that as a word. You otherwise just heard that snarling low growl that I had mentioned before.
I just wasn't certain if it was coming from this one or the other way.
Yeah, no, down here.
Okay.
I'll hold my move.
Okay, remember if you're going to, do you mean you're going to hold it, let Oberon go first, or?
Yeah, although I'll probably stay in the same spot.
Okay. So Oberon, what would you like to do?
What kind of an action? So if I take a slow turn, I can move and attack, or move and do another action.
Yeah, you could do a double move if you want. Like that's a run action.
Yeah, I don't want to do. I don't necessarily want to do a double move. But what kind of action does it take to drink a potion?
That is, I believe, a regular action. It's either regular or triggered. Let's see.
Triggered is like the quicker action.
Yeah, triggered is normally it's the like contingent action. It's just some of the you normally use your triggered action for your ardent surge.
Right.
Use an item as an action. Yeah, so drinking a potion is an action.
So I can do 2 things on my turn.
Yes, you can't take 2 actions. You can move and take an action.
Right. Okay, so I can't move. Okay.
You can't like drink a potion and then attack because those are both actions.
Right. And it also takes me an action to focus my mind.
I think it does actually. Yeah.
It says that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in this turn, I'll just move forward and drink a potion.
Okay. So go ahead and make whatever either add a.
You said that one potion healed 4 mana, right?
Yeah, it's a quarter of your mana rounding down.
Right.
Okay. So Nute, unless you've got something you want to do, we're going to go to the end of the round.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So maybe these guys will move up.
Sure.
The people following us.
Okay. So they're slowly falling behind you guys. I don't think that they would, from what you guys have said, I don't think that they're going to be able. Remember, like this is all happening simultaneously, right? I'm going to put them back here. They're cautiously advancing.
Okay.
They don't have the same knowledge that you guys do, and this is still all happening in a round-to-round basis. Okay. So, all right, new turn, guys. Fast or slow turns?
No.
Once one of you gets down to about here, about partway down, I will reveal what's in that room. It's just that from where you guys are, you can picture that it goes down, and you kind of, because of the sloping of the ceiling, you can't actually see what's going on in that room, but you can hear. Yeah, that same. So there, whatever's down there, what what you hear is that same bang, clatter of something hitting up against metal. And then you hear this thing, and now that you're closer, you can actually hear also the sound of some kind of something's laughing down there.
That scientist.
What are you guys going to do? Okay, so we're all taking slow turns. Who would like to go first?
Well, Rakus will go.
Okay.
Brave Rakus.
So moving down the stairs is one zone. So you go racing down there. And let me reveal what you see there, Rakus. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Bump, bump, bump. Boom. Oop, let me get out of all along the way here. There we go.
Like there's a knack. I see a knack.
There we go.
And a oh. What the?
And oh.
Let's see what he can see. Actually, I don't even know. Let's see here. Control L. Oh, you can see the name at least.
Oh yeah.
Grandpa.
So, all right. So that's you only used a move. You still have it is another zone to move into that room. The what you see right here, Dave, that I'm pinging, that thing is laughing away, and you see the other thing is moving back, getting ready to take a charge again.
Is the other thing chained up or otherwise?
Nope. And here you move
restrained
back so you can get a clear view. You still have an action, or you could. Well, you have an action now because you've done a move. So your move.
Yeah. You know what? Rakus will go. He'll try to hit it with the spear.
Well, okay. So remember what you got to think this through in a round around. You've got a shield and a axe in your hand right now. What you would have to do is free a hand somehow.
Yeah.
Then get your axe, your spear out, and then throw it.
Yeah, fair. Okay, then you know what? He will actually move into. You know what? So at the bottom of the stairs, there is it narrow? Like, does it narrow at all to the staircase?
It stays. What the narrowing of the staircase is indicating is when it's going down. The narrowest end is usually the bottom. It's just a convention of like D&D for, you know, ever. So it's not that it's narrow, it's just that you've been walking down. It's still always 10 feet wide, the entire length of the staircase.
Yeah. Not going
Yeah,
down
I wonder
to a
if
point.
strategically fighting on the stairs is more advantageous.
You can only fit. You can only fight 2 abreast in that
Yeah.
case.
All right, well then Ragus will move in.
Okay. Now, are you just running in, or do you want to get charged?
He will charge.
Okay. So then you get to make a horns attack as your triggered action, and you can make an attack with 1 bane.
Alrighty.
And then someone else gets to go.
All right.
Move down. Oh, hello.
Yes, hello. So you sort of, here's what I need you guys to do is Rakus does not need to do this, but Ember, I need you to make a oh, actually no, you don't. I was going to get you to make a fright check, but I don't think you this thing's actually not frightening.
Okay.
But it is
We're
what you
sturdy
see there.
enough.
And
I'm going to
this
flame
thing
strike.
it's over the ceiling, but this thing stands about 10 feet tall. This
Ooh.
towers 4 feet over you. All right, Rakus. Ooh, so the vicious horns do connect. Excuse me. And wow, that's great. Okay, so your horns slam into this thing's side, and it kind of squeals out in anger, and then looks down at you because you connect about where it's the bottom of its rib cage is. And then your axe swings at it, and it hits this thing, but its hide is like you know, aged and hardened leather. It just hits in, but doesn't do any discernible damage to it. So Ember, you move down. What was your next action?
I did a flame strike right here.
Ooh, good call. Okay, so I'll let that hit both of them. The laughing hobgoblin. So click on that.
And they have where is it?
So I'm going to impose a bane on his agility challenge because he had no idea this was coming.
But also another bane because of my empowered magic.
Oh, good call. Okay, so I'll make another bane. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so one of them, the hobgoblin, actually does manage to duck behind the desk, just because he rolled really fucking well. The degenerate minotaur did not roll that well, so he is caught in the full gasp of it. This guy only takes half damage, which is, oh my gosh, he's got a lot of fucking hit points. All right, he ducks down over here. Okay, then it is it was either Nute or Oberon who's going to go next.
Nute.
Okay, so Nute, you've already gone down and seen what's there. So it's 2 zones that you're moving through, one down the stairs and then one into that room. So what you could do, Steve, is you could do a charge, which would give you Bane on your attack.
Let's do it.
Okay, so just add 1 Bane to your attack and see how you do.
Alrighty. Oh.
Ooh. So no, this thing is that is not quite good enough. You stab at this thing, but you can't tell where, you know, this, I guess, what it's thrashing around in response to Rakus attacking it, and you duck in, and you're just not able to get a meaningful hit on it.
Now, if I use a fortune point, will that damage hold up?
Yeah, that'll be an auto hit then. Yeah.
Let's go for it.
Okay, so spend a fortune point, and let's see here. That means he's down to, wow, nicely done. Okay, so you do manage to, in spite of its thrashing around you, you're able to sink into its giant calf, and it, you know, again turns and is very angry with you. Oberon, you and Katie are the last ones to go.
Okay, I will attempt to focus my mind.
Oh, nice one. Okay, so you need to make a int or will challenge.
I guess I'll take will.
Okay. Nice. That succeeds.
Okay, and then I will move to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
Uh-oh, I can't move. Oh, there we go.
So you can see, yeah, that's what you see is that, you know, if you answer the call of Baphomet, that is what awaits you. All right. So then that is the end of the round, guys. New turn. Let's make decide whether you're taking fast or slow turns.
Let's see here.
I need to very quickly, while you're marking yourself, I'm just going to run to the washroom, guys. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna grab something.
There was a bag of dirt or something in the on the top shelf that I don't know where it came from.
Oof. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. There we go. Now I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Who would like to go? Okay, one of the fats, so either Ember or Nute. Who would like to go first?
I will go Flame Bolt against the Degenerate Minotaur.
Okay.
I got a boon. Oh, wait. I get a fate dice on that one.
Oh, jeez. Nicely done. Oh, only a one.
One,
Or you can spend a fortune. You can spend a fortune point to re-roll the d6 if you want.
I will spend a.
Yeah, I know you're sitting on a shit ton, so
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead now. So roll a another fate die. Three. Okay, so it's 8 points of damage. Nice. Okay, so 8 damage. Nice. All right, so this bolt lashes out and hits this thing that just towers over your allies. Wow, you guys are doing a lot of damage to this thing. It hits it and it staggers back and again, and you know, is shaking its giant mane around. Nute, your turn. What are you doing?
Nute will rock and roll and keep hacking and slashing this thing.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh, that is not gonna do it. So unfortunately, while this thing is thrashing around in response to all the damage it took last round, you're not able to get an opening and get in and actually hurt this thing. Okay, so this thing is taking a slow turn. So first thing it does is it wrenches down or reaches down with its giant head and tries to hit you guys with its horns. So let's see, first against Rackets. 15 is not good enough, so it hits your horns and then bounces, or hits your shield and bounces off. Nute, you are hit. And you take 1 point of damage as this thing sort of catches across you. Then it makes its it didn't like that magic bullshit, so it is going to actually just try and batter. Yeah, so we try and batter Rackus. It sees you, and it snarls out one word that you and Oberon can understand again, too. Oh, weakling. But it misses. So it brings this massive fist down. Dave, but your shield gets, and you can hear the shield splinter underneath this thing's massive fist, but it doesn't actually break, and your metal holds. So it has gone. Then the laughing hobgoblin is actually going to have to spend his action drawing a weapon. Yeah, that's it for him. Because I should have taken a slow turn with him. Okay, so now slow turns, guys. Rackus and Oberon, what are you guys doing?
Well, Rackus will charge in again.
Well, you can't charge again because you're already engaged.
There. Well, I guess he'll just attack then.
Okay. Give him shit. Remember, there's different things you can with your attack as well, too. Like, I mean, they cost you a bane, but you could do things like drive him back, or trying to impose. You can take a bane. A guarded attack is what Steve used to love doing. It's you take a bane on your attack roll, but then they have a bane to attack you. Okay. Unfortunately, Rackus, a 12 is not good enough.
Okay.
This thing's thick hide is just like armor, and you're not able to get through. You maybe knocked it a little bit off balance from his last attack. But Oberon, what are you going to do? You have focused your psychic ability. You see your brother engage with some degenerate cousin of yours.
He comes in, and he says, "Grandfather, we waited an eternity to end the abomination you've become."
Okay.
And he uses his Ardent Surge and casts Augmented Attack.
Nice. I'll give you a fortune point for that because that was funny. Nice hit. Man, you need to get. It's a shame that you don't have anything that triggers on a 20 plus, because you rolled like almost every roll tonight has been that. That's a great hit though. So you go charging and you say, and what language do you say that in? Is it in the common tongue or in the language of the Minotaurs?
No, it's in common tongue.
Common tongue. Okay.
I want the other heroes to hear it.
Okay, cool. So you hit this, and this is certainly the thing that has pushed him over. He is now injured. So you go charging in and you hit, and your axe sinks deep, like up to almost the hilt, full into this thing's side. He screams, and then he lashes out with his horns at you. Oh, and you actually are hit. So you take 1 point of damage. I'm rolling up a storm here tonight, guys.
Well, you hit me for one. I will use my Furious Horns and strike him back.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, cool. So he hits you, and then as he's pulling back, you lash in and clark him right in the temple. So there's blood that's a bloody gash that's starting to pour out from his forehead.
Nice.
Regrets having tested the metal of the Bloodhoof brothers. Okay, that is the end of the round, guys. Everyone, mark yourself for a fast or a slow turn. And okay, I think everyone's taking fast turns. So, guys, who wants to go first?
I will flame bolt the Minotaur.
Okay.
Wrong.
Ooh, nice. So again, you lash out, and he's hit again, and he is staggering back in pain. But I think fury is overtaking this thing at this point, and he's focused mainly on the two Minotaurs. Who wants to go next?
Nute will chip away.
Oh, Rackus is going as well. So Rackus misses. The scene is thrashing around. partly blind thanks to the blood pouring down from the one. That does hit Nute.
Nice.
So that is good. And then we just have Oberon left to go.
Oh. Okay. I will use my classic combo.
Nice.
Bam!
Ooh, a 20 again. Jesus. All right. So you guys are just fucking hammering on this thing. It can't get its defenses up. These tiny little things are you know, hacking and slashing and bashing away at it. It bellows out. I think this time it's most furious with you, Nute, or not Nute, Oberon. Okay, so it once again brings this massive fist back and then tries to bring it down on you. Let's see. And oh, I think he misses again. Wow, good. Okay, so he swings at you, and you duck underneath his blower. You duck to the side, and it hits the tiled floor at your feet, and you can see cracks splintered across the stone with the force of its blow. Then he rears and reaches his horns across for each of you guys. Let's see here. Oberon, you are hit for 5 points of damage. Rakus, he misses you, so your shield gets up the way. Nute, he misses you. So he sweeps all three of you with his horns, but only manages to connect with his first, with Oberon. Okay, so then it is the slow turns. No, none of you guys do, but the goblin leaps over the desk that he had taken cover behind, and he says something in goblin, or the hobgoblin leaps across and goes racing over towards where what's his name, Nute is, and he's going to try and hit you, Nute. Let's see, 15. I don't think does it though.
Not quite.
Not quite. So you see him out of the corner of your eye as he comes in, and it's like you're able to duck back, and sort of like the air in front of you is as one of those black iron, you know, swords goes whipping in front of your eyes. That's the end of the round, though, guys. So mark yourselves for fast or slow turn. And let's do this. This Minotaur is bleeding from some very, very severe wounds. He is ready to go down with one solid hit, guys. So, who wants to go first? We got a bunch of quick, fast turns.
Yeah. I'll go first because I'm gonna use my Ardent Surge on Rakus.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Well, actually,
you only need to do that. You can do a triggered action on their turn to do that.
Oh,
like if you want him to do that first and make his attack, he can do that, or you can just save your triggered action for when he attacks and make your attack now.
Oh, I know. I wanted Rakus to take a blow. He hasn't hit him for a couple of hits there.
Sure.
Okay. Trying to give him a boost.
So so Rakus, why don't you make an attack with one boon?
Are you there, Dave?
Yep, got it.
Oh, sorry, he was muted. Oh God, Rakus,
still a terrible roll.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. Unfortunately, you know what? I think you're having to keep such a distance from this because he's so pissed at you, stomping and kicking with his hooves and lashing out with his claws. So you're fighting so much in the defensive, you can't get an opening. Let's see if either Oberon or Nute can though.
Go for it, Oberon.
Okay. Well, I'll still use my spell because then it'll just be an even attack with no bane.
Okay. No, I think James is sleeping.
I think so.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, geez. Okay, so you lash out, and yeah, this thing is just a towering, mountain of fury at this point. So you can't get a good angle on him.
Oberon says, neither of us have the heart to finish him, Nute. You'll have to do it.
Nice.
Nute salutes with his short sword and then plunges it into the big beast.
Okay, let's see how he does.
Kablam.
Oh, and 9 damage? is
Nice.
exactly what he had.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, and for those listening at home can see that I am not lying. So that is fantastic.
That was pretty poetic.
This thing was so distracted by the two minotaurs. You do have your opening, so you deke to the side to get out, to try and stay free of the hobgoblin warmonger's attack, and then you leap in surprise and stab into this degenerate minotaur's side, and it and drops to its knees. Oh, and its shoulders slump. It's still staring. Now its eyes free from fury, and instead seeming as if frightened, wild cow eyes as he gasps out his last breath. Ember, you see that massive thing go down, but you can clearly see that there is a vicious hobgoblin soldier who is trying to do harm to your elven ally.
Hang on, magic.
I yell out, "Watch out, Nute!"
Yeah.
Gee, thanks.
I just come into the room to look a little bit more, but I am not. I'm not casting anything.
Okay. So then the warmonger gets taken action now, and he's going to try and hit Nute again. Where is he? Where is he? So he corrects his stance. He sees that you're running in as well, and let's see. No, I don't think of. Ooh, 16 does hit you, right?
Yep.
Okay, so he manages to correct it. He brings that black iron sword down, and you take 6 points of damage. As he's basically capitalized on your stab on the Minotaur. He ducks to the side and cuts this. He brings his sword raking across your back. Okay, top of the round, guys. Mark yourself for fast or slow turns. You can move over where the Minotaur is. You don't need to treat it as difficult terrain or anything like that. Okay. So first up is fast turns. Who'd like to go?
I'm going to move over to here and be looking at the lock.
Okay. So you can see that there is a man, a human in there, old man, who sort of, he sees you go in. He has pushed himself back against the farthest, edge of the cell as he can. Okay. Either Rakus or Nute.
Well, Rakus will go then.
Okay.
Let's see.
Holy shit. So give me another D6 roll. Just click on your fate dice because you rolled over 20, you do an extra D6 damage.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. I need to make one quick adjustment here. Okay, so that's 8. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so you duck over, and now you finally get your chance to sink home with that battle axe, and you clatter up against this thing's scaled armor on the side, and you batter him batter him back, making him pay for injuring your ally. Nute, you want to follow up with that as well?
Indeed, I'll double down. As the guy's reeling, I'll step under Rakus's arm and plunge my sword, boom, into his face.
That kills him outright.
Wow.
So his eyes go, the black eyes go wide, and he looks at you in shock. And there's just for a second, this little, grin sort of, ducks up at the edge of your lip, sort of goes up for a second, and then you see the life drain from his eyes. as he slumps down dead. Okay, Oberon, what were you planning on doing?
Well, yeah, I'll just finish my action because
Sure.
Oberon steps over the body of the fallen degenerate Minotaur, and once again, the blood that's all over his fur sort of seeps into him as he takes a big drag of his cigar, and he casts Vitality Burst again as he exhales. Oberon, Nute, and himself will all heal.
Nice. Okay, so everyone gets to heal their healing rate? Awesome. Okay.
Excellent.
That was 3 mana.
Kev, is there anything combustible in the room?
Yeah, there's probably, well, there's the brazier at the bottom or the south end of the room. And then there's like a desk and some chairs that the warmonger was making use of. Ember, as you walk over, you can see that this this guy is again, like he's keeping back. There's big, heavy bars. What you see here, guys, these are 2 cells that look like they've been relatively recently built. There are the doors that are on there are you know, like jail bars you would expect to see in like a movie, but there are like the ones that are where the old man is. They're actually getting to be warped in and seem like they might be getting loose in their fittings at the top and the bottom. No doubt because you can judge from the height that this degenerate Minotaur was slamming up against the cage, and the warmonger was laughing his ass off as that was happening. Was someone imitating a Minotaur there? Or
Yep.
Okay, so give me a second. I think there are some other things in this room as well. Let me see. Maybe I'm wrong. Nope, here we go. Oh, there is something in here. So there is a bow in here.
A boat.
A boat. Yes, there's a boat. It's a rowboat. You're not sure how I got it in here. This is one of those inexplicable D&D things. I wanted to go for full Gygaxian experience on this. No, a bow, B-O-W. Although now, Steve, next dungeon, I'm adding a boat for you.
Absolutely, thank you.
Yeah. So there is a bow that looks to be of fairly fine making. It's sitting near where the chair was in, or at the side of the desk, I guess, where the warmonger was fighting. And you can see there's a quiver full of arrows there as well. This thing is made of almost like bone white wood, and it's got on the I don't know, I'm not sure what you call the grip on a bow. It's not the pommel, but whatever the grip on the bow is called. Just below where you would grab it, there is a little marking as well. That is that same black arrow that you saw on the crates that came in before, and that mark that actually mark the longsword that the warmonger was trying to bury into Nute. You think there's something, Ember, maybe something more about this as well?
Okay, I will use sense magic on it.
Okay, so spend your mana.
Mm-hmm.
What this, you're not sure. There's not a name necessarily for this, but once a day, a wielder of this bow can teleport as a move action to a area within medium range.
Ooh.
So 2 squares away.
Brent's gonna be so sorry he missed the session.
You guys are not going to tell him he had it. So yeah, so that's there.
Who sees it?
Well, Ember would have had to do the magic thing. So, but I mean, you know.
Oh, okay. Then I'm not going to mention it, and I will. I'll take the bow.
You'll take the bow. Okay, cool. Because there's no like in Shadow of the Demon Lord, there's not like train. Wait, hold on. It's some. Let's see here. What do you require to use a longbow? Let's see. Longbow.
Yeah, you need a weapon you can use, James, so that you're just not only casting spells.
Well, and that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
You do need your staff for because you do need an implement to cast the spells.
Yep.
So you would, but I mean, I guess it gives you something else. You could just toss your thing to the ground. Plus, it's got a neat magical ability on it as well.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I might, Kevin. You went to the trouble of switching out a spell this afternoon. I might get you to switch it back.
Which one were you thinking of?
The getting rid of the Sword of Fire for the shit. What was it? It was a destruction spell.
Ruin. Rend. Yeah, it's either Ruin or Rend. It's one of. Oh yeah, guys. For the rest of the guys, so James is actually we're taking part in the playtest of some new rules that'll be coming out for a new supplement for Shadow of the Demon Lord, and he's actually got some of the playtest spells with his character now. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
There's a large
selection of spells. To you or what?
Yeah, like I just happen to be one of many people who signed up for it, but it's the first batch weren't super useful because they weren't the types of spells that you guys were using. But the most recent ones that I got on Monday, fire were some of them, and there's some really fucking cool fire spells. And it's actually neat too because they're going to be expanding the rank of spells up to level 10.
Wow.
I joined too late, so I didn't get to see what the battle spells are going to be, but I imagine they're going to be equally kick-ass. So,
Oberon is checking the body of the degenerate Minotaur.
Sure. So you take a look at this, and there are, as you guys have established, there's tattooing is part of Minotaur culture, and what you can see is that there are areas. First off, this guy has gone through whatever you want to call, like the transformation when you become a child of Baphomet. I'm not sure. Well, I'll leave it to you guys. What do you guys think? What do you think Minotaurs call it when you go through that transformation? Do you think it's answering the call? Do you think it's being blessed? I mean, I don't think that your tribe would necessarily see it as being blessed, but
yeah, I mean, probably for us it'd be more of like the falling or something. It's not. It's succumbing to a darkness that is all.
Or maybe we call it something like the return to Baphomet. Like maybe we feel like it's something we've evolved past.
Oh, okay, yeah,
it's not bad.
Okay. So, this thing has returned to Baphomet, and as a result, there are some distortions in its body. I mean, it does not, as you can see from the picture, it doesn't have the same sort of proportions that you guys have. It truly is not only a bigger, form; it's also much more savage and bestial. So some of the tattoos on its body are a bit warped because its body is likewise warped in the same way that wood exposed to moisture, can go through that transformation. But after a little bit of searching, you can see that this thing comes from the Bloodhoof tribe.
Ooh.
Arrakis will fashion a pyre from the desk and the rest of the furniture. Sure. And he'll motion over to Oberon, and he'll say, "He was one of us. He deserves a decent send off." And he'll get Oberon to help him carry the Minotaur over to the desk, and we'll move the brazier underneath it.
Okay, that's awesome. Dave, get a fortune point for that. That's really great. So as you're doing that, I'm going to say that at some point you guys make an effort to talk to this old guy.
Yeah.
Ute, maybe you're the one who looks the most, recognizable, not, evil race.
Right.
What do you say to this old guy? He's not volunteering anything. He looks very scared, and he's keeping his distance right now.
I say,
Well, we recognize him as one of the people.
Well, he's not a hobgoblin, so I think that it's a good guess that he's probably one of the townsfolk. He's also locked up in a prison, so.
right. It's okay. We're here to rescue you and bring you home. Don't be afraid.
His eyes sort of get a little wider. He says, "Who are you?" He wouldn't sound that high pitched. He's an old guy. Who are you?
We are a merry band of brothers.
You're brothers with those things.
No. Well, these two guys are brothers. And
I can see that. Is that their brother as well?
no,
He was trying to eat me.
no relation.
This Rakus, after having had to basically cremate his relative, will have none of that. He'll storm up to the cage door and yell out, "You will not talk about us that way."
He steps back and puts his hands up. I apologize. Don't eat me.
Yeah, leave me in the cage.
We're not here to eat you, idiot. We're here to save you. And Rakus will try to rip the door off its hinges.
I think that I'll let you make a strength challenge with one boon. Your fury at the insult to your fallen kinsman.
Oh, I hope he fails this. Damn it.
Oh, badass. So like 10-foot tall, 400-pound Minotaur couldn't get through these bars. You pull them out as if they're daisies. And you toss them to the ground. The old guy's eyes kind of go wide. He says, I'm Svetoslav. You came from Brindol for us.
Rakus will just glare at him and say, "There, you're saved."
His eyes sort of go wide, and he looks back at you, Nute, and says, there are others. I don't know where they are, but there are more of us. 6 others left alive. I don't know why he's suddenly turning into fucking Sean Connery. My voices suck. I'll make him Sean Connery.
Do you see the beast, Miss Moneypenny?
It's all right. We've already got some of them. We'll get the rest and get out of here.
You've got the rest.
No, we got most.
Yeah, we got most of them.
Which ones? Who have you saved? Maybe at this point, Adric, Mirtala, and what's she here? Zariska coming down the stairs. And Svetoslav says, "Oh, Mirtala, Adric, you're alive!" And he walks out of the cell, and he says, "Please, Minotaur, please accept my apology. I meant no offense, none at all. My name is Svetoslav. I am the keeper, the Castellan of the Great Hall of Valor." He's the effectively the guy who keeps, who tracks all the treasures that are kept in there.
By this time, Rakus is, I don't know. You know what? He's actually more grieving than anything else. He'll ask him, "Svetoslav, do you know what happened to turn our brethren this way?"
He looks down. He says, I know, sorry, I'm doing my old man voice again. I know very little of your people. we see so few of them in Brindol. And those that we do, and he sort of nods down towards it, they seem more like him than you. Those are the things that answer the call of leaders like Sinruth. But you and your brother, you seem smaller and more civilized.
Well, we are small, but mighty.
As I see. And he sort of nods to the bars on the ground. No, 4 of us. That means 3 remain. And then Zariska says 2. And Svetoslav says, what? And she leans. She sort of says with a quiet voice, Casimir is dead. And he says, dead? And she says, the necromantic rites, they took him. We heard him screaming. I felt him pass. He says, and his son. And she sort of gives him a look of like, I don't know. And Adric says, well then, what are we waiting for? And then he sees you sort of building this pyre. And he's sort of he looks a little perplexed. So do you guys want to fill him in as to what you're trying to do here?
Yeah, I mean, Rax will just look at him and then just kind of shoot him he was one of us.
Okay.
Or he was one of ours, I should say.
Okay, so you build a makeshift sort of pyre. I mean, it's not going to be like a proper, like, like the big, Viking pyres with all the fucking logs and shit like that. It's going to be effectively like a bit of a bonfire with this giant, body in it. But if your intent is just to see his whole body immolated, you could move that brazier over maybe. Or you can just, rely or ask for favors from your friendly neighborhood pyromancer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think for these purposes, the brazier is a bit more organic. I don't know that.
I have the torch.
Yeah,
I think we would sort of wait for everyone to leave. I don't know if you guys have ever lit a fire in a basement, but it feels like we'll smoke pretty fast.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So,
Amber's like, fuck this, I'm out of here. Okay. So
I have a little bit of flavor I'd like to add to this.
Sure, of course. Go ahead, Jeff.
So everyone leaves. Maybe Kitty waits by the stairs. And Oberon and Rakus are there. They light the pyre. And Oberon lights a fresh cigar, and he uses it to sort of light the pyre. And as the Minotaur begins to burn, he takes some puffs of his cigar and he blows it into the smoke that's rising off of the Minotaur. And sort of in the smoke, as the smoke from his cigar combines with the smoke from the pyre and from the body of the Minotaur, a little bit of the history of the Minotaur's life sort of plays out in the smoke.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we watch like sort of, him being born and growing up and maybe some of what turned him. A little bit of history, nothing like too major, but it's all played out.
So
and then
you get a fortune point for that because that's fucking awesome.
Cool.
And one of the things you see is like you do see what you would expect from your sort of your life, the Minotaur's lives, like life on the plains and hunting and whatever, and then you see the bestial transformation, and you see very briefly him, his sort of like a torso and up, this smoke version of him, his giant long horns that you see in his picture there, with his hand up with his giant axe. And then you see there's this sort of echo of a bunch of them behind him as well. And then it fades and goes, suggesting that he was joined by very many other degenerate minotaurs.
And then right before we leave, Oberon reaches into the fire and grabs one of the giant horns and breaks it off of his skull. And he takes a big exhale of his cigar and blows it along his arm, and it goes down along the horn, and he holds it into the fire. And the symbol for the Bloodhoof clan and the name of the Minotaur, who this was, sort of etch into the horn, like burn into it. And he looks at his brother and he says, "Never forget, brother." And he puts the horn into his pack.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so what I will say is that once that becomes an enchanted item now, and once per day, Dave, you can, and I'll let you guys tell me what the name of this Minotaur was. Once per day, you can invoke his name to get a boon on a will check or a will challenge.
Sweet.
Nice. Hey, Kev.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he had tattoos. Were there any that were particularly unique or personalized to him?
I mean, they all are to a degree. It speaks of the kinds of victories that you see, like the types of threats that you guys see on the Endless Plains are things like displacer beasts, and certain other, like, rival Minotaur tribes, and there's some of that stuff on there, and then there's more savage and bestial sort of carvings that are on there, but it is in a apart from knowing that they're not in a style that you recognize, they seem to speak of blood and cannibalism, and the name that you hear every time your blood boils, which is Baphomet. So if the rest of the some of his tattoos are actually the veneration of this demon lord. So Rakbur is his name. So the horn of Rakbur
burned into the horn. Rakbur Bloodhoof.
Okay. So when you once per day, if you have the horn with you, Dave, you can invoke Rakbur's name and get a boon on a will challenge.
Nice.
Okay. So, okay, cool. So, why don't we move you guys up? It's midnight Winnipeg time right now, guys. Do we want to wind down now, or do you want to carry on?
I'm good to go with it.
I hate to say it, I need to wind down.
You want to? So let's you guys come back here. Let's just discuss what you're doing for next session. I think Brent would appreciate being able to play in the next session anyway.
Yeah.
Kev.
Steve, are you still with us?
I'm here.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to move you guys into the room where all the goblins were.
I think our next course is going down this hallway.
Yeah, I think so.
Which hallway? What? Oh, God.
So I'm just moving you guys over here. Right, guys.
Kev,
Yes, sir.
the next tattoo that Rakus gets will be one to commemorate his fallen kin.
Oh, for Rakbur?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So
Before we go any further, Kevin, I want to check the goblin bodies here.
Sure. Okay. So in amongst the goblin bodies, there's not much of value that you find in these guys, but you do find about 10 crowns worth of smaller coinage. So it's copper pennies and silver shillings. And it's same thing with the other coins that you found. It's a mixture of those minted in Overlook, and then some that were minted in gosh, I forget the name of the fucking empire every time. James, what is it? Not
Nirath.
Nirath. Yeah, and Nirath, the old, very old Nirathi coins. Most of them are minted, are of dwarven make.
Okay.
So let's see here. Yeah, so I marked that down in your thing. So you guys have it's 79 gold crowns you have recovered so far. Plus there's that bow. You can call that bow whatever you like, James, too.
Okay.
You do recognize that this was something that was crafted. Actually, you know what, James? Give me a give me an intellect challenge. I'm gonna no boons, just because I would impose a bane on this.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see what how your intellect challenge does. No, unless you're not. Here's what you do know is you don't know where the hell this wood is from.
Oh, and you said it looked like bone.
Yeah, but it's
bone
definitely
white.
It's bone white, but it's definitely wood. So, and I don't think anyone else would have a profession that would sort of let them. You know what? Oberon, give me a intellect challenge with one boon, will you?
Yeah. Well, I'm not very good at this.
No, I know your intellect's not great, but a boon is a boon.
Oh,
Holy shit.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so what you can tell, Oberon, is just from looking at this, and this is from your studies as an ardent, like as part of your ancient primordial order. You can tell that whatever wood was made or was used to craft that longbow, it does not come from this realm.
Oh.
It is something from somewhere else. You're not sure where, but you know enough to recognize that it has a kind of like an unnatural aura to it. Like it's not it doesn't belong here. It doesn't mean it's evil necessarily. It just means that it's not up here
on this plane.
No, in the same way that you guys have that, that odd feeling when you're near planar rifts, or when one of you, disappears. The bow likewise has that sort of resonance to it. So what I'll leave with is, as you guys get to here, so Oberon, you're pretty far forward. I'm the one who placed you guys there.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I'll also move you forward a little bit here so you can actually see. So you search down here, and then if you look over here, guys, let's move you into the thing. There are stairs leading up here.
Up.
Yeah. So, Steve, I'll move you over here so you can see as well. Svetoslav, as I said, is the Castellan of the Great Hall of Valor. So Svetoslav would actually know, he would recognize all of the artifacts that you're looking to recover. So what you guys can see there is there are stairs that are leading up. Does anyone approach the stairs?
Yeah, probably Rakus.
Okay. So Rakus, as you you step closer to the stairs, you get to the foot, and you're sort of still, your blood is boiling, knowing that something had corrupted your kin in this. You're sort of ready to take on the next challenge, and you can see your breath is beginning to form as vapor because it is much colder as you approach here. You look and you see there are actually, you know what? Why don't you guys all give me a perception challenge? Anyone who approaches the stairs, give me a perception challenge, please. If you do approach the stairs, then move your token up just a little bit. I'll move that gobble out of the way.
Barf.
Barf.
Okay, so Ember, Rakus is stomping forward. You see his, or you notice his breath, forming like you would on a winter's day. And you look and you can see there are sort of like rhymes of or footprints that have been left where it's like melted ice. It's got that glistening sort of. It's not. It shines more than water, but it's not quite frozen. But there are bare, human-sized footsteps that lead up here. So at least 2 pairs. What do you guys do?
Up the stairs.
Okay. So what I'll do is let me just. Is everyone still here? Let me make sure. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna move this out of the way here. Let me move you guys up because I'll do this reveal, and then we will call it a session. Okay. Let me move these guys up here. You make your way up to the top of the stairs, and your heart sort of catches in your throat, Rakus, as you see 2 desiccated corpses that are struggling to place a charred and mutilated corpse back onto a makeshift gurney. And the 3rd figure turns, and this vicious undead horror with pinpricks of violet light where its eyes should have been turns and sees you, and it opens its mouth and arcane energies begin to form around it. Rakus, you grip your weapon tight in your hand, and we will see what happens next session. So,
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here. Let me get out of here, and I will turn the camera back on. Oh boy, cool. All right, guys. Well, here, stop screen sharing. Camera back on. Stop focusing on me. Let's see. Does my camera? Is it going to work again? Oh, that's weird. My Ocus Firefox crashed, so my camera doesn't want to work again. Give me 1 sec here. Ooh, fucking Firefox.
There we go. Oh, Steve-O, you still there?
Yep. There I am.
Okay, I'm waiting for my camera to fire up here. Oh, I heard the boom. Let's see. There we go. Oh, I got the wrong camera up. Where's my settings? Sorry, guys. Farking around here. Come on, you little thing. Jeez. Oh, man. I'm having no luck at all with my camera tonight.
No, it's just.
I don't know what's going on with this. Yeah. Pain in the butt. Let's see. I know which one you are. No, that's the fucking power. Let me just... All right. You know, work now or what? There we go. Bingo. Okay, so there we go, guys. I am back. So as I said, for those listening at home, and I'm gone again. I was here briefly. What the fuck? There we go, because I got to save it, I guess. There we go. Okay, so for those... it's the longest fucking outro with so many false starts. Thanks so much for joining us for this session 9 of our Scales of War campaign. I believe that in next session we will finish this. So that will be actually this coming Friday. So if you're watching this At the time this is at or around the time this is recorded, next session we will be wrapping up the rescue at Rivenroar. So as always, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding tonight's session, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below. And that includes, I should say as well, if you have any questions for any of our players as well. Please do not hesitate to leave a comment, and I will communicate, that to them and get a response for you. So thanks again, and we hope to see you again very soon.